Hey there, welcome back to Marketing Matchmaker. I am super excited about today's interview. And I will tell you guys out there that this could be the deal breaker between your business actually growing online and dying online. So today I have Christine Braneli. I said that wrong twice, I think, on with me. And we're going to talk about getting on camera. Christine, let the audience know who you are, what you do, and who you serve.
Yes, it's Braneli. Hi, I'm Christine Braneli. I am a chiropractor by profession, 30 years specializing in women's health, pregnancy, and pediatrics. I also am a former beauty salon owner, built from scratch, I just built out a shell and had a beauty salon that I just sold recently, and I'm a retainer as a consultant for that business. But like so many people during the 2020 era, I pivoted online and I didn't have a clue of what I was doing. No clue. I was the person that was confident over here in real world and got in front of a camera and went, now what? Because I never had to be online for anything. And I found myself in some interesting situations where I jumped, made a lot of mistakes, and then realized a lot of people are not confident on camera. I was one of them. I'm the number one person that was not confident because I was a perfectionist. I was critical of myself, all of the reasons. And fast forward to 5 years later, today I help female coaches, consultants, business owners, service providers, entrepreneurs get confident on camera so that they show up, stand out, and shine.
I love that because I'm going to be perfectly honest with everyone out there. When I first started on camera, if you went back into my first Facebook Live or post or whatever that was on video, oh, it was miserable. And it's something that nobody wants to do. Nobody
No.
wants to get on camera. There are all kinds of itty bitty shitty committee voices in our head that tell us all of the reasons why we shouldn't get on camera. So let's talk about what are some reasons that women, especially, but people in general, don't feel confident getting on camera.
Yeah, that's a great question. I came out of a program to learn how to create a digital course. And when I came out of that program, I was going to do a health and wellness digital course and I couldn't do it. I switched niches. It was all about weight loss, and my daughter developed anorexia. Decided to turn away from that and say, I'm not going to talk about weight.
Mm.
And did a little poll in the forum, the Facebook group for this cohort that I went through that had over 1,000 people in it, and said, hey, I'm beating myself up. How long did it take for you to get yourself on camera, to do your digital course? Was it 3 months, 6 months, 9 years? Never. And the number one answer was never. And so then I'm like, why? In my naivety, thinking maybe there's something about this online stuff that I should be like afraid of. Like maybe it's,
Right.
I had this head trash thinking, oh, I went down a rabbit hole I shouldn't have. And then I found out it was because they didn't feel confident on camera. So I jumped on calls with almost 40 women and like old school phone call and just talked to them to find out why, market research. And there were three reasons. And the top reason was they didn't like how they looked. Number one, didn't like how they looked.
Yeah.
I don't like the camera. I don't look like what I look like when I get ready in the mirror and I get on camera. And that's an easy fix. That's easy. The second one is I'm afraid I'm going to freeze, forget what I'm going to say, be deer in headlights. And I don't want that gap of I'm really polished and confident. I can do what I do in real world. I don't like the gap of looking like I don't know what I'm talking about when I'm on camera. So it was that inability to embrace the suck. That's what I call it.
I love that
And
term. I love
yes,
that. I might steal
yes.
that actually.
And then the third reason was the tech. Simple things, but overwhelm us because we overcomplicate it. So good lighting and camera angles and sound and all of that. And those were the top three reasons. And I found out through all of my calls, it wasn't just women. Men struggle with a lot of that too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
totally get that, especially
Mm-hmm.
the first two. I'm a big tech person, so tech isn't, but those first two, getting over looking at yourself on camera, That's a huge one for a lot of
Mhm.
people. And
Mhm.
then the second one of freezing up, even as a marketer, like, you know how many webinars I've done over the course of my business? And still, sometimes that's a real fear when it comes to um, whether you're going to sound like you actually know what you're doing. So,
100%. Yeah.
do you have any tips, like top? What can we do to overcome that?
Yeah. That's a great question. It's also a loaded question because some of it is all from how many years have you been beating yourself up over being a
Yeah.
perfectionist? How many years were you told you had to get straight A's or a 4.0 and you don't believe putting C plus work out is good enough, right? So we have
Mhm.
to overcome some of that. But some of the fast and easy tips are lighting and sound. I know you love tech, so this will be a simple one, but lighting and sound are game changers in
Yeah.
how you look and how you're perceived. And I always say good lighting it can make you look great on your worst days. You could have the flu. I could set your lighting up and you wouldn't look like you were sick at all. Like
Yeah.
lighting is awesome if you know how to use it. And sound matters. Sound really matters. Like if you have a good microphone, all of those things, and those are so easy to fix. But the one thing about getting on camera that we need to overcome is that belief that we can do it and that belief that we can actually jump and put ourselves out there is that we need to stop focusing on ourselves because it's the person on the other side that really needs what you have to say. And if this doesn't motivate you, I don't know what will. But a lot of people are out there who that are younger than you. They grew up with a phone in their hand and they're out there, guts, bravery, everything. And some
On
of
the
them
daily.
on the daily, and they don't have the experience you do. They don't have the knowledge you do. Some of them are even leading people astray.
How,
And all the meanwhile, we have all of this experience, all of this know how. And if we would just get over ourselves a little bit and look in that little green dot of a camera and just talk to
yeah.
one person. That's all you need to think about is who are you there to serve? Take the focus off you and put it more on just find one. You're not talking to thousands because the truth is the first time you do a video, hundreds and hundreds of thousands won't see it. Right. So it's okay. And I would say those would be the top tips.
I love that, especially the talk to one, because quite honestly, in your marketing in general, you should always be talking to one person,
Yeah.
right? Have
Mhm.
have that person clearly defined so that you're able to
Mhm.
talk to them in a way they can hear. And it's so easy to get stuck in your head about all of this,
Mhm.
and which keeps you stuck, right? Keeps you stuck
Mhm.
in the never. I had a business coach once call it entrepreneur witness protection program. It's true. It's my favorite saying, because you get stuck there because no one
You do.
knows who you are or what you do.
Well, and if I could say this, you said something so key. You need to know who you're talking to. 100%. You need to know that client inside and out. The other thing you should know is which platform you're going to be showing up on.
Yes, absolutely.
And you don't need to be the jack of all trades or the Jill of all trades on every single social media platform. And honestly, being on camera isn't just about social media either. That's part of marketing, but a TED Talk, you have a camera in front of you if you want to be
Hmm.
there. If you want to be the local expert on a TV station, interviewed as the expert in your industry, cameras are there. So cameras, they're everywhere. We
They
can't
are.
avoid them, but
Even
we
if
need
you're out at a speaking engagement, so let's say you have your own event in some location, there is going to be someone in the audience with a phone that has a camera. Like that is a part of life nowadays.
like it or not. And if we're
Absolutely.
not using it, we're leaving money on the table. Bottom
Yeah.
line. There's just you really are because you're not reaching everybody you possibly can.
Yeah. I loved something that you said a little while ago, which is there's an entire generation that has been raised with this little toy in their
Mhm.
hand, and they are out there um taking videos every day of themselves. What even the
Mhm.
Snapchats. I mean, I see my kids do this all the time, right? They're just random videos of themselves. What's your thought with getting comfortable on camera? Is it just doing that? Just do the thing, right?
Mhm,
Or is
mhm.
there something more to it?
You know, there are a couple things to it, but I always say it's doing the reps. You have to jump. You have to jump. And a great place to do that is in stories on social media. Because in stories, those are people that already know, like, and trust you. You know, your feed, your main feed, if you're on social media, the algorithm is going to show that to people that don't know you. And that's where you want to put your best work forward, your best foot forward as much as you can. But when you need to get comfortable, practice in your stories. And I always tell people just starting out, you're allowed to get on your story and go, "Hi, I've never done this before. And I don't know what I'm doing, but I have something to tell you. Oh, I'll be right back." Like, just end and post. And people are going to be like, "Wait, what? I've never seen her talk on camera before, or him." And they're going to want to swipe and listen to what you have to say. Practice your elevator pitch.
I love
Something like
that.
that. Just practice your pitch. Just say, "So many people don't know what I do." And for example, for you, like, "My name's Jennifer and I'm a digital marketing specialist. And what that means is I help people market themselves digitally." If you don't know what that means, follow me, or, send me a message or whatever. Give them a call to action. But when you start with vulnerability, start out of the gate with vulnerability, you will get more feedback on that very first one saying, "I'm nervous. I don't know what I'm doing." That they'll come out and say, "Oh my gosh, that was amazing. You go, keep going. I could never do what you're doing." And then they're going to tune in more and more. And the more you do those stories, the more comfortable you'll get. And then you can start get your sea legs when you get out there in the platform where the algorithm's going to push your material out.
I love that suggestion. I think that's so helpful for all of those out there that are struggling with what to do first when it comes to getting on
Yeah.
video. I think that's
Yeah.
such a good idea. For those of you that out there that are struggling, Christine, what's a great way for them to get a hold of you?
Yeah, I am on all the platforms. And I am on all the platforms only because I need to help my clients know how to get on TikTok and use TikTok and
Right.
understand the difference between what a TikTok live is and an Instagram live, completely different worlds. So you can find me. My handle is my name, Christine Braneli. And I also have a website, christinebranelli.com. And you can send me a message, send me a DM. I'm always available. You can reach me that way.
Awesome. Awesome.
Mhm.
For those of you out there that are struggling with video, because I'm telling you, as your marketing expert, as the person that you're listening to these episodes for, video is king, queen, prince, and princess of marketing your business. You have to get on whether you like it or not. So if you're struggling, reach out to Christine. See if she can
Mm.
help you. I think you have a gift for the audience as well.
I sure do. I have a cheat sheet, and it's to feel more confident getting out there in 60 seconds. It just has some tips that are really quick that will help you get in the story and on Instagram or on Facebook or wherever. 60-second camera confidence cheat sheet. And I think you're going to have a link that you can
I
have them
will.
tap and grab that.
Awesome. All of the links will be in the show notes, my friends.
Yeah.
Make sure that you download that giveaway. And if you are struggling with your video, with being confident on video, reach out to Christine. She can help you get to the
Mhm.
point where you step onto video confidently.
Mhm.
If you're
Absolutely.
struggling with what to do first or next in your marketing, head over to yourmarketingmatchmaker.com and schedule a free strategy session. I promise you will walk away with at least one actionable item that will help you to grow your business, increase your revenue, and scale your impact. Thank you so much for being on with me today, Christine.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
For everyone else out there, I will see you next time and make sure you're on video.